of Runeterra. This deck is a little something I cooked up, so it's probably bad slash good. Anyway, we're playing a little bit of the old Lucian Shadow Isles build, but instead of leaning into things like Hecarim and ephemeral units, we're going to play Nocturne and attempt to just like have a decent Nightfall deck that also has, Blighted Caretaker type things. Basically, they're just some cheap cards, and cheap cards work with Nocturne and Nightfall, so that's what we're trying to do. And Nocturne slash Nightfall units attacking multiple times to trigger Nocturne is pretty good, which is something Lucian can do for us. So we're going to try this out and see if it does anything. Oh, I forgot to switch from the AI. This is what I get for testing decks. Hey, what's up? Yeah, okay, I forgot to switch off of the AI. It's just free 50 XP, right? I mean, you said Shark Chariot was bad, so I switched the Shark Chariot. I trust you. I trust you. Twisted Swain. Oh no. Their deck is very good. This hand is hashtag not bad. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is pretty sweet. Push back the darkness. Push back the darkness. kind of funny having Lucian in your Nightfall deck. Hey, what's up? Like push back the darkness in your Nightfall deck. Do you see? Do you see why it's funny? Now I'm sad I don't get to hear that. So my options here are play Cinna or bank mana so that I can... Oh, this is Unspeakable Horror, not the other one. I think I just play Cinna then. Do I play Cinna? Do I play... Yeah. I thought this was Stalking Shadows, and I wanted to bank so I could Stalking Shadows into Nocturne next turn. Oh yeah, I wasn't going to play Caretaker at all. Not even once. So I guess we just do this. Seems like a good idea. Then they put this on the stack, and we get to Unspeakable Horror this one. Like, we miss our Nightfall triggered this way, but... still get to hit for 4 there. And then we'll play this. Doom!
I'm always up for a round or two.
Yeah. Yikes! I mean, kind of yikes? Gives us a 4-3? See, I'm gonna have 6 mana next turn. I think I just play this out. Hope to draw a cheap thing so that I can Nocturne with Nightfall. And then we can have much better attacks. Who did? Yeah. All right. I guess this is our route. Everyone's a garden. I think I do this because, like, if they want to trade here, I'm happy, but I'd rather keep the 4-3. Maybe. Maybe. Hey, dirty digits. Oh, yeah, you mentioned that. I never made the change, so we'll see. I think Rally doesn't fix the same problem that Harrowing fixes, because Harrowing fixes you're facing a control deck that kills all your stuff. Well, yeah, I'm fine with that. Still kill TF, so... yeah. And then I get to drain them for 2, because this is the second spell I've cast this turn. Bloop. Lucian. Oh, right. They have, like, tricks? But I have Harrowing? It just happens. Okay.
Don't get in my way.
Packed 'em good.
I guess Harrowing is gonna flip Nocturne? We get to Harrowing and flip both of these? Yeah. Cool. I wish there was a way to know exactly which ones you're getting. Hand. Wait, what is... I've never seen the set symbol down here before. Interesting. Yeah, when it's on the stack, but I mean, like, in hand. I mean, so you could see how you doing. You tell him, Nocturne. No, I think we just do it. Ooh. Just barely flipping Nocturne with these hits. Because it has to be, it's Nocturne and then the two other. They're gonna kill Lucian here, I imagine. Oh, that's true. They can't kill anything in response. Ha! Aha! And now they really can't kill Lucian? Hilariously. Uh-oh. Alright, protect. Yeah, I think this is what we do. Well, that's gonna instantly flip.
I'll sleep when they're dead.
Okay. Okay. So they're going to play Swain, and I'm gonna play Neverglade Collector.
Dark in the skies! Victory awaits.
Stalking Shadows also good. You hooked wouldn't have been able to block because of fearsome. That's true. So possibly. This being burst is so good. These aren't as good. I guess. Nah, it shrinks them. That's so funny. Ooh. So, if one of these dies in combat, drain them one, play my ephemeral copy here, and drain them a second time? I was not blocking with that anyway. Oh, they're gonna do the 4 damage thing. Oh, and I get an attack. Yeah. See, this is what I was expecting. But I get to rally, and I get to play a second War Chef. And look how small they are. Nocturne is so good. Holy crap. Woo! This is a spicy banana, and I don't know what the heck I just said. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Have fun blocking. Negative 19. 21 damage on your turn. Taste it. Stay dead. Yeah. Killed them with the ephemeral thing first. Alright, alright. We got to do the thing in the first game. So that's kind of neat. And that's like a really good deck. I'm not just overplaying it or overselling it because I won. That is actually one of the better decks in the format. Okay, so this is where Rally might actually be better because it's basically we're putting our big thing against their big thing, and their big thing is easily going to be better than ours. Yeah, exactly. We did that too. Huh. I think I just mulligan Tracker because this is a really good Bark Beast hand. God, I actually like all of these is the problem. I'm just gonna keep. I want to mull a 1-drop, but I also want to keep all my 1-drops. Because, like, this isn't... Nah, it's fine. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly.
All right.
Like this.
So this means we can go Bark Beast, hook this, make Bark Beast a 3/3. Then again. Yeah.
Don't get in my way.
Yeah. Yeah. Boop, boop. Woof, woof. No blocks. All right. So Cinna into Caretaker plus Stygian Onlooker. Seems like a pretty sweet line.
You're adorable when you're angry.
Flips our Lucian, makes a bunch of hooks, and makes the 4/1.
I'll bring them peace.
Oh yeah, I could have played this and then done this line as well. Plus we drew another Caretaker, so we get to get them on their turn. Woo. No! Cinna, I agree. Yeah, exactly. And they're at 9, so like... Cool, cool, cool. Boo! Healing is cheats. I want to draw a couple cards here. Gonna play this out and then glimpse. Oh, can't block. Right. It's fine. Nah. I'm just gonna do this. And then I'm gonna caretaker my caretaker, yo dog. Oh ho ho. Oh yeah.
Don't get in my way.
I love what this deck is doing. Don't. Come on. Fair. Yeah, no free. That's the cute side of it is they negate our attack here. I'm just gonna swing in that case. Before they do something else I hate. This is our second game with it, and our first game was beating,
In the field, you call me commander.
what you call it? Swain, Twisted Fate Swain, so pretty darn good. Attack, deal 1 to all battling units. Okay, I don't care about that. I don't want to pass because then they can just pass right back. So let's see. Because then we don't get to rally. No, if I pass and they pass, then it's my turn. Like, I want to attack on their turn. I guess we could just open attacks. Yeah, okay, that's fine. You're right. You've talked me into it. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. That means they have no mana. Whatever. Let's do this one. Goodbye! Alright. Alright. That was sweet. Stated. There you go. As much as I like the deck command, it's a lot better when you have an accompanying bot that can link to what deck you're playing, which I don't currently have. Yeah. Alright, this is another good deck, so... That link didn't work. Uh-oh. Whoops, looks like you took a wrong turn. Oh. Yeah, I'll... Hold on. I guess it... No. How do you... Yeah, thank you for letting me know, honestly. I'm just confused. I'm very confused. I didn't forget to attack. Despite all of my confusion, I did not forget to attack. I'm confused why the link didn't work. Or doesn't work.
Leaping into action.
Alright.
Feed Demacia.
No, it's definitely appreciated. Just so confused. Failed. So flippin' dramatic.
Can't fight on an empty stomach.
Only 2 away from flipping Nocturne.
My life forever, Rosa.
Take 7.
A morsel of
A morsel of regret. Oh, I love War Chef so much. You know, I thought at first that War Chef was just a like generically good card. You know, play this card because it's good. But like playing it in the shell, it actually feels really, really like in tune with what we're trying to do. Do. Nocturne. I kind of just want to attack. Yeah. Do like this, hook this here. I'm putting this first so that Bark Beast levels. Deck definitely pushes damage.
I need just a moment.
Yeah. Go.
These old eyes still see far and clear.
Only the finest serve.
Blech. Cost 1 extra mana, doesn't matter, still drew 3 cards and put a 5/4 into play, like... I can't really play anything out into this Glory Seeker either.
For glory.
In Avarosa's name.
I will show you how it's done.
Yeah. But now I have to line up blocks. For I am dying. I think I have to do this, like I was saving this for killing this and putting Nocturne into play. But like getting no value off of this kind of sucks. I mean, that was dying anyway, so... Oh, okay, perfect. Didn't matter. Got there. Alright.
Push back the darkness.
We might actually be able to sneak one out here. We might actually be able to sneak one out here. Hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's 7, and this is all spell mana. Yeah, Collector's probably right. Hold on. I need to... When you play a unit. So they're only going to get -1/-1. Oh, they get -2/-2. Huh. Still not good enough. Ah! I hate you! Oh, I lose my large lad. Oh, that's unfortunate. They only have 2 blockers. So, that's actually lethal, though? They have 7 mana and 6 cards is the stupid part. Three things die and this flips. Oh, Fleet Feather needs to challenge. Sure. I mean, these are dying anyway. Oh, that, yep. Nope, I see. Ah, that's so dumb. I'm so dumb. They had Harsh Winds. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They have Harsh Winds.
I'll lead us to victory.
Now they Brittle Steel the thing. Yep. Yeah, and then I don't get to rally because of... I get 3 blockers here. Like, they do this. Sure. Oh, I guess I only get 2 blockers? Yeah, okay. We are dead. Yeah. What's that? They nerfed 2 cards in that deck and it's still the best deck in the format? What? No, can't be. No. They nerfed the wrong... No. There needs to be a champion nerf in that deck and it's not even close. Sorry, just looked at a magic card that's green and I hate it. I think Ash, like Assessor is a good nerf, and so was the Fury of the North, but like Ash needs correcting in some way. Scale the heights, 2 and a green, sorcery, put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature you gain 2 life. You may play an additional land this turn, draw a card. Yeah. It's a common. It's good enough. Okay, so is Uro. Like, Uro doesn't have to attack for it to be good.
Flavor and spice.
Yeah, that too. Like, incidental life gain, you get to draw a card, and you get to play a land. It's still quite good. I think I just attempt to kill this. And then get disappointed when they stun this, and... I guess they would have to stun this, honestly? Oh, stun both. Yeah. Oh, I'm not playing Magic, that's for sure. I have half a mind to Bark Beast Bank 2, and that way I can play both of these next turn.
Sleep for the guiltless.
Sleep is for the guiltless. The fact that this does 2 damage is really good against us.
Some death on a blade's edge.
I did speak very fast. I apologize. No, it does just enough. It's a common. Oh look, another 2 toughness thing against the Yasuo deck. I think I'm gonna bank a couple caretakers here. So it would force it into aggro or creature, yeah. You ever just hungry for your opponent's life total? So you don't have to target.
My faith protects me.
My faith protects me. This card is so dumb. It's perfectly fine, for the record. I don't think this card is busted or anything. But I play a lot of aggro decks, so this card is very good against me. Quite often. Like, I can't even attack now? If this was rally, I guess we could attack. It's still not good attacks though.
Unyielding light.
I guess this is a free 4/3, huh? What if every green card just had Explorer tagged on the end? Honestly, the most annoying part is the fact that it, again, just randomly has life gain on it. Like, why? Why do they keep putting life gain on cards? I gotta start trading. I kind of don't want to use these. What aggro? There hasn't been aggro since flipping the one set that most people hated, but I enjoyed because there were silly combo decks in it.
Will not suffer unbelief.
They will not escape punishment.
Kaladesh. Got there. Now my board is too full for this Blighted Caretaker. I can't flip this Nocturne. I'm just like completely off schedule. I guess Suicide isn't that bad with Harrowing in hand. What if we Stygian Onlooker, and then we Nocturne trading this Escaped Abomination?
The dawn has arrived.
Carry her light across the mountain.
Sunlight blinds.
Look, they knew. They knew what I was gonna do. When they print identical cards with different names, what? Yeah. Just basically. I want to kill all their stuff.
Abomination.
We get to War Chefs onto our Nocturne, hook this, just to have this stunned. That's still fine, honestly. Shh, that's not what I wanted to do. Stop it. Game.
Talking.
No one goes hungry.
I guess they could hush it again.
The guilty were banned.
Oh, they can hush Senna, so Senna's gonna die, but I get to hit this. Sure. eyes bigger. Yeah, they were trying to be cute and be like, here's a reference to that one card whose name doesn't really fit in this set. And then it's just like, yeah, but you could have just printed it. Like, no one cares. Nobody cares.
Bask in her radiant blessing. Frown too much, and your face will stay like that.
Unlikely with you around.
This is about to level. Nah, it's 2 off. They only have 2 cards in hand, so hopefully they're poopy cards. Notably, the fact that we have both of these out, it's pretty good. That's... yeah.
Calm mind and open heart greet the night.
When you're looking for lethal... Really? Yeah, that's definitely the one you want to kill, I suppose.
Defiance is our way.
Yeah, I was like, deal? Play this. This. We only get 1 hook. Okay, so this is flipping. So we stun these 2. That's true. I'm so focused on this Crescent Strike, but you're right. We have this in hand. Oh, we get 2 hooks, right? Because it puts the stupid... That's fine. So we have 2 hooks and 2 stuns. So stun, stun, hook 1. Everything has fearsome.
Blessed daylight surrounds you.
No! Stop that right now. Yeah, I shouldn't have stunned this one, because I could kill it by challenging it. Oh, this is the ephemeral copy, because I was totally paying attention to that. So you come here. You come here. Yeah, I should have stunned Yasuo. Right. Yeah, it's... This symbol should be here when it's in your hand, and it's not. So now the issue is I'm dead next turn. Yeah, that too. Glowing would be good. Like, I block here, and I take 9. And these aren't exactly... If they don't open attacks, they're... Oh my gosh. Okay, so... I Blighted Caretaker into Harrowing next turn? Oh, you think I Harrowing now? If I Blighted Caretaker, I have 3 blockers. They only have one card left. And then next turn I can Harrowing and attack them? Yeah. And they knew I had this too.
At last, I have found you. Yone, turn back while you can.
So Harrowing was the line.
No one is promised tomorrow.
Why would it not have mattered? Oh, did I have enough to cast Harrowing? I don't know. I was so frustrated that, like, I got punished for my line that I missed that I didn't necessarily lose. Gimme. Let's see. Let's, for science. Put some Relentless Pursuits in here. Yeah. So if we Harrowing there, we have 6 blockers. They stun 2, so that's 4, and then they have 5 attackers. Yeah, that's fine. But then I don't think we're winning from that position. Like, I feel like mine was the play to win line, and yours was the play to live to see the next turn line. Oh, we have Lucian, though. Maybe I was supposed to mull this one.
Just like we practiced.
Ka! Oof. That's rough.
Push back the darkness.
Heckram Zed.
Does death follow me or peace?
This is mercy.
Yeah. It's a little strange.
Night falls, shadows gather.
That's so annoying. That is incredibly annoying.
You're left unguarded. Silence. Death comes.
Because, like, perfect answer to that stupid thing. Yes. No. Maybe? It just says card. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Could you repeat the question? No. Okay. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. Okay. Can't get champions that didn't start in your deck. That makes sense. But it can be, what you call it? Targon, so that's neat. Targon. Torgon. mean, keep on keeping on, I guess.
Pledge yourself to the shadow.
Said, sure. Do you think I care?
Accept your fate.
No, don't do it. Oh, goodness. Gosh, if only we had a backup plan for our Lucian dying.
Hang on, Fuzzball.
I'll take him, dead or near enough.
Am I flesh or shadow?
All right. One drop? 3 drop.
There's a chill in the air.
Stalking shadows. Cowards can't block warriors. It's back. So if you had 3 Lucians and 2 Dianas, you could use Horror to possibly create... I doubt it.
Hang on, Cern.
5/5 fearsome's not terrible.
Hang on, Fuzzball.
This is mercy.
Where are you going?
All right, ephemeral, sure. A shark chariot. Hey, I found a really good blocker for this 5/5.
You're adorable when you're angry.
Huh. Actually, I'm gonna do this aggressively
We're gonna need more coffins.
because I have Collector out.
Seize control. I have many faces.
Boy.
No, 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 no. Too damn soon.
I need like a 1-drop. A 1-drop would be fantastic.
What's today's lesson?
Cheap card of some sort. It's technically cheap enough.
Burn away the shadows.
Oh, you're in for it.
Oh, with both? Yeah, I guess this attacks pretty well into their board right now.
Next time.
That's true.
Everyone's a garden.
Now they have to play this out. Bold move, Cotton. Oh, we did. We could have played this and kept our Nocturne for next turn if there's a next turn. Very true. It's can block, right? Yeah. Wow, they held on to this way too much. Okay. Wow! That's hilarious. 1 damage short.
Put to rest.
That was fantastic. I feel you, opponent. Boy, have I been there before. They were probably like emoting at me, but I don't do the emotes. I always read emote intentions wrong, so I turn them off. But that was beautiful. Chat. Now that we're all here together in this lovely Twitch space, I have some fantastic news. I have some just beautiful news. So... Sorry, let me look at this hand a little bit. I think I'm actually going to mull this. Might just do this here, because we can play this, and then Lucian gives it a hook, and then it can die and put a trigger on this. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so Sunday, I have plans on playing the game Tony Hawk Pro Skater on stream as a sort of bonus stream. Is good news number 1. That's right. There's more. And then for my second bit of good news, I am going to be... I haven't added to the schedule. That's why it's a bonus. Friday, I'm going to be joined by Mattman, who's going to also be streaming, and we're going to play Booze Guys. We're going to play some Fall Guys while having a little drinky drink. So yeah, those are... Yeah, exactly. That's our hope, anyway. Gosh, I don't want to just play a stupid 3-2 out. So it's funny, this turn, I can actually rally into Nocturne.
Shroud the world in wings.
Is that something I want to do? Not to a public place, to some benches with some neighbors. Well, there you go. Or, alternatively, I could light it and get close to flipping Lucian. There's so many lines here. I think we just caretaker here.
She was born from the mountain.
We could caretaker our bark beast actually, and that'll give us 3 hooks. No, that's still 1 short. Oh, right, and we've killed this, so that's 4. So this would flip by the time it does damage. But at that point, it's just trading. I think I'm still in on that. I can't pet a cat if it's not here. Do the thing, Kenny. Do the thing. There you go. No, I do want to hook this here.
Put him in the back.
Oh.
Good kid.
Ask and you shall receive. Yikes. Boss me so. Oh no. That's great. Do, 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 do. That is 11 damage straight to my face hole.
Push back the darkness.
Push back the darkness. Do a drainy. Sure. All right, something good. Counts. Though I don't think this Nocturne is doing a whole lot here, huh? Darkness, pushing. Isn't there's a champ that's just like embrace the darkness, and then like when he flips, he says, I am the darkness, which is, he's just asking for a hug. God, I haven't attacked with any. I don't know, man. My units feel much smaller than their units. I don't really have ways of, like, getting their units out of the way. Yikes. I'm gonna have to do this because that would count as these killing it, and they would grow much larger, and they would draw cards. Alright. Unblockable 1-1. Go. Oh, right. I'm so dumb. I literally just got done describing why this attack is terrible. Oh, is he? I knew that. I was paying attention. I guess I have things that trade with 2 of their things now, but this is still large and in charge. Plus they're drawing dragons every time they win in combat. Alright. What kind of effects does Spell Shield not protect against? Things that aren't skills but are attached to champions. So, like, it has vulnerable because of Nocturne. Yeah, because it's not a skill. So, Spell Shield says negates the next enemy's spell or skill. Nocturne's ability is not a skill or a spell, so it gets around it. Do I have something that doesn't block very well here? This 3/3? So I could put Collector into play and then they just can't, like, do anything? Well, I guess this 3/2 is worse than a 3/3, right? Please kill my stuff. I have regrets for the words I just spoke. That does not work how it does. No, I don't, apparently. Yeah, I don't get anything. I call baloney. Oh, is it obliterate? If it's obliterate... No, it's deal 15 to each enemy. Or to all enemies. That is not how it would work in Magic the Gathering. No seeing each other die. No. Alright. I guess that's only in attacks? I don't know. Like, there's so many things that have, like, some amount of reliance on order, and then there are things that don't. And I agree with you about who was it? Dirty Digits, about the abilities not being skills. It's like, I mean, it's kind of a skill. I don't know how to define a skill. I guess the best way to tell is if you click on the champion in your browser and it brings up a card that does the thing the skill is. That's a skill. Or, yeah, that's a skill. 2, 3, 4, 5. I take it over magic at the moment, so like a drug, I take it. Like medicine. Look at this curve. Look at this straight. And, like, the funny thing is, you usually want to attack with something like this, but the fact that this doesn't care if this dies, oh, it's so good.
Who's on top of the bounty board today? Ooh, got some fighting yet.
I think so. Yeah, because that one uses that one goes in the middle of the board, whereas this one just happens. I would like to sneeze.
Don't worry about me.
Maybe. Feels like... Alright. There is no sneeze. No. Oh, no.
Monster! Don't stand in my
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright.
There's a chill in the air.
It's okay. We had a backup, Lucian. Sin is dead forever. Sorry, but...
You weren't expecting colors. This is mercy.
Literally just, like, chokeholding his opponent and, like, shooting him with a gun. This is mercy.
You point, I shoot.
That's a lot of damages. Just another day in paradise.
Keep up, keep up.
But you never will learn to be still. That's right, the Eagles. You didn't think I'd go there. Alright.
Everyone's a garden.
Can we do some hook Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. I see what you are talking about at this moment. This is... Oh, this is actually just Relentless Pursuit. I thought it was Lucian for some reason. Like, I know that's his champion spell, but I meant... I was confused because we had 2 Lucians earlier.
Set her free, you monster.
What? What?
Come this way.
Right. Yes, we are experimenting. We're experiment gumming. That's the statement of the great mint in experiment gum.
To dance.
Actually, it's good that they did that because it means we get to hook this again. Yeah.
Won't get away this time.
And this time I'm going to attack with Collector too. Yeah, they fixed it. Well, I was assuming it was going to die, but... Oh, I see what you... Yeah, that's fine. It fine. Okay. No. No. Stop it. Huh. Okay. So now I just attack with these? Because they can't block with this? Right. Yeah, they can put the O1 in front of this. Right. If they block this, they take one, this flips, and it kills whatever blocks it.
You grow up so fast.
Ah, I can't undo it.
Not my first gunfight.
Yeah.
Best run while you can.
I want to undo my ordering.
I'll sleep when they're dead.
Son of a...
All right, this can't block. Have to live.
No, 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 no.
Have to live here. They have 8 mana, a powder keg, and a lot of cards.
Gotta go with the flow.
Oh, we did it! We did it! Don't kill me in response because I've done this before. Please, no 3 damage. No 2 damage, that makes it 3. No! Deal 2 to all enemies, heal your Nexus 3. Yeah. All right. Can we get a Doom Beast? Can we get a Doom Beast? What? Stop it. Now we're gonna get a Doom Beast and it's not gonna matter? Their deck is kind of cool, not gonna lie. I think we're dead. I think we have died. Yeah, we're just dead to this. Yeah. Gangplank and Thresh, and they're using a lot of really neat cards. Alright. I mean, this one was super fun. Don't get me wrong. We needed them to not have it for, like, 3 of the 3 cards that they just cast, basically. This deck seems sweet. Still out on Relentless Pursuit versus the Harrowing, because, like, they technically don't do the same thing. So it depends on how you want to hedge certain matchups. Like, if you want to go super fast, do this. Or if you're tired of your stuff dying, do this, I guess. But, It's a fun deck. I have no idea how much money we had. Or mana. I have no idea how much money we had, you know, just like sitting around in our pockets. We could have bought a card, but we didn't pull our money together. War Chefs, by the way, definitely good. War Chefs was definitely a good one. I like the cut of this deck's jib. It's probably Relentless Pursuit just because we're such an aggressive deck. Like, we want to attack multiple times, so this is probably correct. Pursuit or Harrowing is a little bit on the expensive side for our deck. So, like we want to attack with Nightfall units, right? Because we want to flip Nocturne. So it seems having a couple Relentless Pursuits is good for like our main plan. And it's also good to just cheese out wins sometimes. So this is probably the